How does that sound? Can you hear my voice a lot better? Oh, dude. Okay, Brandon. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm recording this. I'm trying to do a damn tutorial for people because like when I first started this game, it was so confusing. Okay. Well, at least I got that out of the way. I feel a little bit more relaxed. Thank you guys. All right, let's jump right into it. Let me start recording. Okay, welcome to the Dislyte tutorial where I will show you how to play. The first thing that you're gonna do is put together a team. Now, the story is gonna give you, I think 4 or 5 people. And as you progress through the story, you're gonna get records. I recommend starting to really move forward with the team once you get your first 10 pulls. So just advance through the story, get 10 records, and get your first legendary and start over. You can reinitialize the game to get a reroll if you really don't like your legendary, but personally, I kind of think just go with the legendary you got, because if not, you can only do it 3 times, and what if you get a worse one like on your last one because you're going for like, you know, I wanted Loki. That was the one I was like, I am playing this game for Loki, but what if I could have ended up with like a really bad legendary Esper? So it's up to you, but I recommend sticking with the first one you get through and going through the story, and let's see how to play. Putting together a team is more than just, you know, having strong Espers, it's also having a balanced team. So, you know, not only are you going to want to have Espers of different types. Let's go into this. Now, so you have Shimmer, which they're not weak against anything, they're not strong against this. Wind is stronger than Flow, but weak to Inferno, who is, you know, stronger than Wind, but weaker than Flow.
Only
The Wind.
silly romantics.
And yeah, and then you have, you know, the different types like Shang-Yi, support, which is either buffing or healing. And then you have my favorite controller, which I cannot extol the virtue of Loki enough. I was stuck on floor 97 of the Infinity Miracle, which we'll get into later. But I had a healer that was just like making my life difficulty. His passive skill turns them to stone when they
I know a bad deal
when they
when I
cure
see
their
one.
team's debuffs, which, you know, I was just like trying to make them as weak as possible, and they were stopping it. Got Loki, put a stop to that. They also lose 30% of their health and can't move
I
for
know
at least a
bad
turn.
deal when I see one.
And then you have, oh, he's a controller too. He's great, stuns enemies. I'm using him. Apparently, according to tier list, he's top tier, which makes sense because it took me like, I'm gonna say 50 hours to get him. A lot of grinding, a lot of learning the game. Then you have
There's a mission?
fighters, just great with
Let's leave at
DPS. And then defenders. I don't have a defender, I don't think. I know Thor is a defender. I played as him by using a helper. Don't really like him. I just stick with the 3, and I've been so far so good. But I am stuck on some places, so who knows? Maybe I need to open my repertoire a little bit. Anyway, once you have a team, we're gonna get into strengthening Espers, and the different ways are leveling up, which you could do via story, going through the trials, multi-battles, which are the best way, I'll get into in a second, and what was the last way? Oh yeah, Experiment, which growth tab is good for all you need to know to strengthen your Espers besides relics. We'll get into that in a second, but
I will exact furious vengeance
yeah,
upon those who oppress
you
the
get,
innocent.
oh, she's gonna be promoted, so you're not gonna see what I need you to see.
The flowers say Springbok.
No evil
Here we go.
deed should go unpunished.
These guys drop from story modes. As you can see, they give you experience points, level you up. These guys are the middle ones. There's a purple one, I think they're purple. I'm a little colorblind. That level you way up, and the green ones barely. If you do 5 green ones and they're level 1, it'll get them right to level 20. So early on, that's going to be really useful.
Must be subject to great restraints.
So that's the first way you want to get them stronger. The second way that's essential is relics. As you can see, I have a bunch of different relics. The game will tell you what are the best relics to put on them, as well as going to this tab, which is the strategy tab, which is basically, hey, here's what everyone else is doing, and here's the percent of people who are doing that. Go by gut at first, just do what everyone else is doing or what the game recommends, because honestly, you're really not going to know what you're doing till like mid-game, or hopefully after this tutorial. But the game hasn't steered me wrong later. If you read the chat and you're not bombarded by people
Great
saying really
power must
inappropriate
be
things or
subject
sniffing,
to great restraints.
they'll kind of you can ask people to give you tactics advice. A lot of people recommend speed, like the faster the better, which I've seen teams that are really fast and wipe out my team on a PvP before I can do anything. And then I've had teams that, like, yeah, they get 3 turns, but their attack is so low that they cannot murk any of my characters, and then I
Great
get 1
power
turn
must be
and I just wipe
subject
out
to
half their
great
team with no Wukong.
restraints.
So you're kind of gonna want to play in a way that fits your style best. Now, once you have the right relics, which you get from Ritual Miracles, I recommend, so let's see, who do I need a better set
It's
for?
perfect
Give an
weather for
example.
exploring the miracle.
Let's see, oh,
Only
here.
silly rom-
Actually, okay, so I want this relic. I have it in Elite. There's 4 tiers. There's Good, there's Elite, Superior, and then Flawless. You want Flawless, obviously, but Superior is great. If you have all Superior, you can run through it and run through different matches, different parts of the story, and you'll generally be good. So once you reach level 3 with Chronos, once you're level 22, you unlock all of them. But you're going to want to go to Trials for the relics, Ritual Miracle. Find whichever relic that you want. See, I want that one, so I want it at least. I want it at a 6th grade, so this is like, you know, the minimum difficulty so that my team can go through a multi-battle and still have a possibility of getting a superior. A flawless, I feel like you have to go at 9. I haven't really got one at 8. I think maybe I got one, but I know I got one at 9. And yeah, whichever one you want, put it on multi-battle. Replenish with stamina supply packs. If you really just want to spend it on Nexus crystals, you can click this. But oh shoot, auto selling? Okay, cool. I hadn't even thought to do that. So this way I don't have to deal with it. I won't have a clogged up inventory because I only want 6 stars at this point in the game. Anyway. So with multi-battle, once you've got it going, you can either watch it if you want to see how the computer does, or exit out and do other stuff. So once you have, you know, good enough relics and you equip them, if you don't know if you want to keep it, if it's Elite, I leave it at 9 personally. But when you have a superior, just go ahead and level it. I'm going to level it to 9 because he's like actually kind of takes a while. But just put it on auto hands. If you just do it regularly, the guaranteed success, I think it resets. Because I know I've exited because I ran out of money, then come back, and it started all the way from, I had like 5 more attempts before it was a guarantee, and it went back to 15, which sucks because that's a lot of money I had to spend. But the further up you go, the lower the percent gets, and the more money you're going to have to spend. As you rank it up, you unlock the different tiers. The beauty of having a higher grading is that Good starts here, Elite starts here, Superior here, and Flawless here, which means you get a higher percentage at the end, and that's super important because that's going to determine how good your Esper is. After relics, go back to the grow tab. For legendaries, this is not really as much of a thing. I got lucky. I got like 3 Sun Wukong, and then the minimize function was such a big thing. Yeah, I know. At first, I was like, man, I gotta watch this. Like, I mean, there's an AI robot button, but once I figured that out, I was like, cool, I can do other things and be more efficient with this game. But going back to Resonance, with legendaries, it's like, I mean, it's with her specifically, I'll show you how to get her because she's the easiest one to get multiples of and farm. But with most legendaries, you're not really going to be resonating them. But let me see. Please tell me I have another one. I'll just.
An eagle would
don't have another one. No. Let's see.
When is it my turn?
Okay, well I know I have multiples of him, even though he's fully resonated. So when you have multiples, go here. And yeah, I can't do it, but it'll give you a list of all the ones that you have, and you can level them up all the way to 6. And what that does is it gives you available energy, which you can use to boost different stats. Now, you can either do it the way like, okay, what is my Esper lacking? You know, are they getting killed too quickly? Are they not doing enough damage? Can can they take a hit, but like when it's like too many, they just, you know, run out of HP. You can do it that way and do it based on your needs, or you can click the popularity and see what everyone's doing. So everyone's putting it into attack pretty much, and then other people are doing that. I kind of try to balance it out when I do it, but that is a good way to make your Esper stronger. The other way is Ascension, which I don't want to send him. I already sent somebody earlier as an example.
Relax.
I know what's going on in your head.
I've been farming Infernal, so let's see if I can send him. I can't. Okay, so this is another really important way, actually for getting Gabrielle, but also just for making sure that you have a strong Esper. Like, the different phases will unlock different things. Attack 70, HP, strengthen up the attacks. And, yes, I will get into Starmon. That's super important for ranking up. There is a whole system I have for ranking up legendaries, and I need Starmon. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, when you resonate, you're gonna get, especially resonating 3 stars, because you get a bunch of 3-star Saruman, which you can rank them up to 5-star to do your legendaries. But for, you know, for ascending, you're gonna want these, which you get from the Sonic rituals. Oh man, I only need 1 more. And you also get these from doing different things like missions and from killing a certain Sonic ritual monster enough. But since you brought that up, that's really good. So
It's showtime.
what I like to do, once I get the Starmon for Resonance, and this is super important for ranking up, since you mentioned that, we'll get into that. I always go to the story mode. Why does it keep putting me on chapter 1 easy mode? This is just a computer issue I'm having. So I always go to latest chapter to make sure I get the most experience. And I go to the practice stage. This is a very important way to level up your character. I don't really use it for like actually leveling them up. I only use it for ranking up. But yeah, you really just need 1 strong Esper. Let me read what you're saying. I think you're right on that. I can't do math right now. It's late in the day. I'm already dumb, so I can't do the math. But yeah, so I usually start out and I max out all the 3 stars I have to level 30. Important thing, I use the duplicates I have of regular Espers to rank up the level 3 Starmon, because I really, if you use Starmon to level up Starmon, which is what it recommends if you do the quick promote, don't do that. You're wasting valuable resources, and that's not good. So just use the duplicates if you have Espers, so that way you can get your legendaries to 6 rank and get them to level 60, which is really important for the end game. And then, yeah, the rank up was the last thing. Oh, and strengthening abilities, that's something that, because I use only legendaries, I haven't really done with many people. With him, I used all my Abilimon, so he is absolutely leveled up. But if you click on it, it'll show you how much stronger he gets from leveling it up. So those are all the ways, and I hope I've been concise, that you can strengthen your Esper individually. Forming the team is ultimately going to be the way that you have like a strong team, because if you have a mismatched team, it's really not going to matter. If you have 5 fighters, you can kind of do good, but if you have like 1 really good controller in there, it's going to take your team out. I mean, I would tell you, just with Apollo, having him with this relic, so it maxes, he already has a stun skill, and then this gives him stun, and then his accuracy is up. It's game over. I mean, if you only have fighters, if you don't have a support, if you don't have that, and also if you just have support and then I bring in someone like Loki that will petrify your support for debuffing, for clearing debuffs, I mean, you're gonna lose. So balance is key. And yeah, going back to Resonate, you're right. It really is worth resonating the multiple because of just the rewards you get. This game really rewards you for doing the right thing. And that is something I love. So the hard part now is like figuring out what do you do once you're done kind of strengthening and working towards strengthening them. Like when you have a team and they're ranked up and you can't really get Steramon and you just like, I'm running out of stamina, there's so much, I'm overwhelmed. Here's what you do. putting things in multi-battle. I like to always have multi-battle in, and then I like to focus on getting gems. Now, this is kind of the best thing to do. If you want to focus exclusively on getting gems, I'll get into all the ways that you do that. Completing these will get you gems, and here we go. And it'll get you other things. You'll get money, you'll get gems, you'll get records, and it kind of gives you like a little footpath of what to do. End up with a +1 in material if you resonate. Duplicate aspect to +6. Yes, that is yeah, that's what I was going over, spending the energy. It's just so hard to get a +6 with anything past a 3-star, which with Dahlia, the Ripple one, which I'm gonna get to that last because that is the most pain in the ass thing to do, and then you have to read the chat. That is the only Esper that's like, and Gabrielle, which I'll save that to the end, just because I kind of feel like it's the most important thing. At least this is how I learned. But yeah, getting gems, this is a really good way to do it, and you can kind of align what you want to do with a different path. So if you want to focus on the Infinity Miracles and get gems or get rewards, you can do that. Me personally, I find that bounties are kind of like the best way to get gems. You know, you just pick one like that's gonna give you gems, and then you go and you do that, and then you reset it, and it only costs like 10 gems, 15 if you do it too many times. Also stamina. Stamina is like super important. If you run out of stamina, you can't do shit, which actually reminds me. And there we go. Playing on PC is weird. Every day the first stamina pack you buy is 60, and then after that's 100. But it behooves you to buy stamina. You can also go to the plaza, and that's where you'll get it. You can also buy stamina packs that give you a free daily gift. These kind of changed out based on kind of what you're doing. I've noticed deals will pop up like, hey, buy more stamina. This game, I don't want to say it's predatory, but it knows what you want, it knows what you need, and it tries to give it to you. And some people, like me, don't have self-control. I've spent money in this game, which is great. I'm supporting the game. People who, I mean, in the chat they call you Wills, spend money. Sometimes it'll get you ahead. Not really. Free-to-play people can be just as good at, like, if you have a team of 5 legendaries and you spend all this money on them and you've maxed them out with that, you can still get murked by a free-to-play guy if they play right. So if you want to spend money, spend it. If you don't, like I'm telling you all the ways you can play without spending any money. But also story progression is great for gems. The first time you do everything, it'll give you gems, which you can save up for records and stamina, and that's the thing that I'm going to tell you, like, prioritize. There'll be other things you can buy with gems. I wouldn't, unless like you see it and you absolutely need it. Mostly just put that towards records and stamina so you can play longer and you can build a team through the Echo. I also recommend just doing 10 pulls because, I mean, it doesn't raise your chances of getting a legendary, but it feels like it does, and I like that. Also, it's just a pain in the ass to go one by one. Like, at first, like, scratching the disc, like, yeah, I have two. So, like, at first, like, that's cool. Like, you try to make a little rhythm, but, like, it's just annoying after doing, like, 9 of them. But yeah, that's how you pull Espers. When you do 10, it's a cool animation. What did I get? Another Bryn. Pull rate is crap. And it'll tell you how many it'll take you to get a legendary, which I will tell you, sometimes you'll have to wait 120 to get a pity pool. And then one time you'll do a 10 pull and get 3 in a row, which I did. What are you saying? Yeah, that's a great point. I'm glad you're here, Brandon, for this. Because my ADD, I feel like I'm not going to explain things good, but you're giving me great advice here. Great things to talk about. Yeah, if you put resources into your 3 stars, they will absolutely kick ass. For example, starting Esper. When you pull, you'll get a bunch of Drew. And he's actually great. He's a little fragile. I've noticed, like, just everybody plays with them. Like, I kill other people's Drew pretty quickly. I got my Drew killed pretty quickly.
You won't get a
But
scratch.
his
See
final
to it.
skill, like, if you get a bunch of people weakened and he's Inferno and they're wind, Jesus Christ, you can wipe out a whole party. And that's great. A really good way to get gems. I really want to get into this. So a really good way to get gems, if you're like, oh my god, I have no gems, I just need one more record to do a 10 pull, or like I really need some stamina, is to go to
There's a mission?
She doesn't have one. I'm trying to find one. He does, for sure.
It's
Is to go to the tactics exam. The first time you do it, you will get 50 gems. And, you know, it's easy. Like, it just kind of shows you how to use the character so you get informed. And then you get 50 gems. And another way, and I personally love doing this, is to go to the profile and go to their careers. And with this, you get to read about the character, which I love. I love finding more about the characters. I actually really like the lore in this game and the story. It's really cool. This game is basically Vaporwave Genshin, if you want to be real. But yeah, the first one you unlock, which you unlock it by phases in the Ascension and leveling them up. The first one you get 10, then 20 gems, then 30 gems. So you get a total of 60 gems for completing it, and it's for every
They're in
Esper. So
range.
for every Esper, you'll get some more information, and you'll get to learn more about the characters. And it's fun, and it pays off. And also, a really important thing is, I'm level 60, so I can't do this anymore. But leveling your account, not only does it unlock bonus things in the story, different things that you can use, because I know like the final trial isn't available to level 22, clubs aren't available to level 16. But every time it boosts the max amount of stamina you have, and you get gems. So when you put multi-battle on, honestly, like, you're leveling your account up like a lot quicker, and you're getting access to more quicker, and you're just getting rewarded. And that's kind of the beauty of this game. The more you do, the more you like try to like excel at the game, the more the game will reward you to keep you playing. And I don't know if this is still the open beta, but this is like beginning stages of the game in its development, so it's only going to get better from here. Really recommend. If you have friends who are like, oh, that looks cool, but I don't know, like, hopefully if you like this video, share it with your friends, and get your friend into it. Let's see, what's the next part? Every day you're gonna want to visit the shop. So the gold shop always has different things. There's always, oh shit, do I need that one? One sec, actually, because it's a good example. Sometimes they have exactly what you need,
It's perfect weather. for
and you can just
exploring
go
the
and buy it for gold, which you can get through a wide variety of ways.
Plunder and
Where the hell is Gabrielle? No, that's not the one I need. Okay, well, that's not the one I need, but sometimes, like, it pops up, what you need pops up. Okay, it went live a day or two ago. Okay. So when I saw it, it was there. Friendship shop, this is important. This is important for your club. I'm gonna get that. And then there's 2 staminas you can get. Get your friends list full. Honestly, just say, hey, add me on the chat. Not channel 8. I'll get into wide. Don't go to channel 8. Don't go to channel 8 unless you're a freak. And if you're a freak, I support that, but also the kind of freaks that are there, it's a little weird. You get this from the Point War, which, I mean, there's just, like, goes to show you, there's a wide variety of ways to get. Don't sniff on my live stream. Don't you dare, you knock it off. Good way to get just a bunch of everything. Cube Miracle, I hope I can get this today. I actually failed. Relic Essence, we'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, I would check this daily, see when it refreshes if there's nothing that you need. I cannot wait for this to refresh because I don't have Medusa. I think she's the last 3-star I need. But I'll get into Ripples in a sec because that's the most annoying part. But visit the shop regularly, see what they have. You can refresh the gold shop, but sometimes you'll get what you need, and it'll just help you enjoy the game. Okay, we're in the last part. So bonus stuff. Join a club or make a club. It's a little bit of a pain to get people to join your club unless you have great friends on Facebook like Brandon, who are like, hey, I need a club, and they'll join. It's fun. Game gives you more to do. I haven't done my tasks, and it rewards you every week. get gold, you get stamina, you get divine waves, and they give you the legendary, which is great. At the end of it, you get a gold record. And then to get more records, you can get specifically, who have I? Hey, Sean. I'm gonna give you a sticker. Once you get 3 of these, you get shards, which are used to make a record. Which do I have? Here you go. The different type, and then they'll throw in this, which you get a shimmer attuned esper. So you don't have to buy gold records. I think that's one of the biggest things that I really want to stress in this video. Like, don't feel pressured to buy it so you can get legendaries. The game gives you a bunch of ways to do it. Trials. Okay, well, since I'm here, another way to get a legendary is through Esper Fusion, which ties in to Ascension using Divine Waves, because you kind of need, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get them. You need to ascend Bernice, and then you need phase 4, you need a bunch, and then to get Gabrielle you need to do Fabrice, but she's really strong. I've seen people wipe the floor with people, and she's the one legendary that you can easier than other people, get all the way to fully resonated. Which, when resonating a legendary, you get legendary Staramon, which you can use to get another legendary to rank 6. So everything you do kind of helps with everything, which is great. So that's a good way to get espers. Another way to get the best esper is to, and I can't really show you because, I mean, I'd recommend just going on YouTube and seeing someone do it, or check it out yourself, check out the rewards, is the Infinity Miracle, which is 100 floors of training. It teaches you how to play the games, teaches you different teams, team setups. I don't think you can use duplicates at all in your own. At least when I tried to, I couldn't. So ignore those. But the ones that don't have duplicates, you know, it'll show you in waves like really good setups. You'll get your ass kicked a lot, but once you get to level 100, which I really wish I had recorded how I beat that final boss, because there's a very specific way you have to do it, unless you somehow manage to get your defense to a ridiculous level and you can, or past 60k health. You get one of the best espers, Apollo, and then you unlock the Temporal Tower, which is cool. It's pretty much all money, but then, I mean, look, 2 gold records, 500 gems, more Staramon, and then you get a shimmer record and then a rare record that'll give you a guaranteed epic or legendary. So the rewards here are great. I don't know if I'm going to be able to clear it, I'm not going to lie, because I barely got through level 5. It's really difficult. Like, this one is a challenge, which is fun because the game gives you challenges to keep trying to get past so that you don't get bored of the game. Now, I'm going to get to Ripple. I don't want to get to Ripple, but I'm going to get to Ripple. Last thing in the war room, and I'm almost done, is Relic Fusion. Now, do I have enough? Yeah, so you're going to get these from the Cube Miracles and also completing missions. Missions give you a little bit of everything. I don't recommend doing this one even at a low stage. Just wait. Just wait until you have plenty of the former and just convert them to advanced, so that, you know, basically as early in the game as you start getting these, as soon as you start getting plenty of these, you can just go over and fuse this. So whatever one that you want, let's see, which one was I looking for? This one. And they're usually elite, which kind of sucks. Oh, hey, I got a superior. And it's also not the one I needed, it's the bottom one and not the top. Why is it never, why do I never get a top? Yeah, so the music in this game is fucking amazing. The music, they're doing a live rave right now, and I'm excited. Speaking of music, the DJ contest is also really cool because you get to hear music and you get to play with the music. The music in this game is just immaculate. Like, they did a really, like, Final Fantasy level job of getting a really, really good soundtrack Like sometimes I just put it on Apple Music. They have like a bit of the soundtrack, and sometimes I just go on YouTube and play it. But yeah, you're right. The music in this game, immaculate, perfect. You don't want it. I only mute it if I'm like doing something repetitive and I want to watch a TV show at the same time. But the music is great to listen to. It's relaxing. It's good. It reminds me of the lo-fi music to study to, and I fucking love it. And now we get to ripples. Ah, fuck. So when you're getting into different ways to get espers, there's fusion, there's records, there's the infinity tower, which gives you records, and also at the end of it gives you an esper, and then there's ripples. So there's only two that you can get. There's two espers that you can only get through ripples: Dahlia and Yasuhua, which I already don't have any left over, and then you can get a bunch of different ones, which honestly, if you're looking for fodder, that's a good way to get it. The thing is, you can unlock them yourself. There's like a very low chance while you're doing trials, and then people post theirs. Now you can see in like your system chat, like through here, anybody who's in your club or on your friends list, it'll show you their ripple dimensions. But when you're looking for Dahlia, you're gonna have to go through, which channel am I? Channel 23. So as you can see, people post it. For 3 stars, it's only 20. For 4 stars, it's 30 people. They fill up fast, so you kind of have to be like watching. And that's the thing that kind of is weird. You're gonna have to watch. You're gonna have to look at everything. And as soon as a Dahlia or Yasuhua, which are the exclusive ones, pop up, you're gonna have to click on it. And yeah, she's one of them. She's really good support. Dahlia is, I don't know what she is. I haven't got around to using her. But she's flow, so I'm going to end up using her because I have like one really good flow esper. But yeah, ripples are important. It's really good. It's really useful for getting espers without using records, and all you have to do is watch the chat, which depending on how you feel about that is not that bad. But yeah, you just go in. It's a one wave. It's really easy. You can do it on autopilot. And at the end of it, you get a certain amount of fragments. So usually you have to do them about 4 times to get enough pieces to just get that esper. And that's why when we get to, just don't go to channel 8 when you do it, because honestly, the esper will pop up. You'll try to click it, and then you'll click on someone saying sniff, and you'll go up, and then somebody else will say sniff, and then you'll miss it. And you're just, and then when you finally like, I'll just go one up, it's already full. So don't recommend channel 8. Also, reading sniff 50 times. Yes, it is for degenerates. It's absolutely for degenerates. Channel 8, I mean, you give us something to talk about, so we love you, but at the same time, you guys are weird. I don't understand why you're doing it. But yeah. Lastly, I think the only thing I didn't go over is channel 9. I'm not gonna lie, the channel but my favorite channel so far is channel 17. Everyone's really cool. Everyone's really chill. Occasionally you get a bad apple, but I think that's going to be for any game. The last thing I wanted to cover is the Q's Miracle, which you just go through a path. It's 3 paths. You get different rewards, different relics, which, hey, look, 5 to 6 star. Relic Essence, gems, these to spend in the shop. Honestly, it's really great. It gets difficult. You pick out a rune, which gives you a buff. You get a helper esper, which, let's see in this one. Hey, cool. If you want to know what it's like to play with Odin, hey, here's your chance. It's different for different people, and then they usually have like a red inflamed skull, and that one can potentially give you a gold record. It hasn't given me one, which is really annoying, but it can. The potential's there. And then you can go spend stuff in the shop. Oh, and then lastly, Arena's just PvP. It's really fun to play against other people sometime. And then Point War. There's different missions. Like you get rewards in the missions in the growth category. I didn't show you the quest category. I guess I'll show that too. But yeah, it'll show, hey, here's the team. and if you think you can beat them, go in it. And sometimes people have a team full of Starmon. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Or they'll just have one and it's easy points. You just tear up, get stuff. I mean, that's kind of the best part about the game is you just do stuff and you get stuff. And then if you really want to look at how to get more stuff, quests, that's only for the M Pass, which is honestly, if you're gonna spend money, I recommend spending like 15 bucks to get the M Pass, because I wish I could cover this with my hand. I'm not gonna do shopping PS because you understand how much I've spent in this game. That's an event going on, the M Pass. You can buy the Aqua or the Sapphire. I bought the Sapphire. You get a ton of stuff. It just inspires you to like play the game and, you know, do different little quests, and get, you know, little rewards. And then at the end of it, which I have 21 days, I'm definitely gonna get to level 60. You get stuff. So yeah, that is it for my Dislyte tutorial. Brandon, you can give me an honest review in the messenger later. Don't tell me right now because then people will see it on chat. I'm gonna end the recording and the stream and talk to you guys in the messenger, but I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you tell your friends to play the game, and if you haven't, if by the time this is done, if the whole rave is like posted on YouTube, 10 out of 10, you're lying, but I love you for it, so thank you. Yeah, if you haven't, check out the rave, because like I was in it earlier. I'm gonna go back to it right now. God, that music is so good, man. You just go and chill out, listen to music. They're giving away rewards, giving away codes. So yeah, anyway, thank you everybody who stopped by. I will post this to YouTube and post it on my Facebook. I think my my YouTube is Sun Magnets. I don't know. You'll have to find out. Hopefully enough people will share it till we get it. But anyway, enjoy the game, have a blast, and have a wonderful evening.